So it says you have a triangle sides. Sorry. It says you have a triangle with sides A equals 5, B equals 8, and C equals 9. And we want to solve the triangle. It does say to do not round until the final answer and then round to 1 decimal place. So we're going to have to use law of cosines first. I'm just going to draw a triangle. It will not necessarily be to scale. It will not be to scale. All right, and it's not even going to be a real triangle. All right, so I'll make the smallest side A. All right, and if that is A, this will be angle A. All right, and B, we'll say this is B. And this will be angle B. And this will be C equals 9. And so this will have to be angle C. And that is just for me. All right, and so we should solve for side A. So I'm going to use A squared equals, and we will use B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of A. And then we'll fill in. So A is 5 squared, B squared, so B is 8 squared, plus C is 9 squared minus 2 times B, which is 9, times C. I'm sorry, I put the wrong thing in there for B. This should be 8. C should be 9 times cosine of A, and A is what we're solving for first. So we have 25 equals 64 plus 81 minus, and I'm going to multiply that real fast. That is 16 times 9. And one thing with this calculator, I have to change the mode every time because it switches on me back to default, which is radians. All right, so second quit. All right, so I want to do 2 times 8 times 9. So 16 times 9, 144. All right, so I want to move these two numbers to the other side. So I have 25 minus 64 minus 81. Enter. Negative 120 on the left. Negative 120 equals negative 144 cosine of A. You're going to divide on both sides by negative 144. All right, the negatives are going to divide out. And so we have 120 over 144. You don't really need to divide that out. Right? You want angle A. So what we want to do here is do a cosine inverse of 120 over 144. Right, on the calculator. And that way, by not dividing it out and then putting it in, you're not going to get round off early. All right, so second cosine inverse of 120 divided by 144, close, enter. All right, so we can go ahead and round off here because that's giving us an angle. So it is going to be 33, and I believe there directions were to one decimal place. 33.6 would be the answer for A. And that's what I have on my calculator. If you had calculated this and then put it in, you could have got the wrong answer. But that is how I would deal with that decimal situation. So I wouldn't even calculate it right here. I would just go ahead and put the whole fraction in to this part. Do the cosine inverse of this in parentheses, and then do your rounding last. And it even says do not round until the final answer. And that way that'll be taken care of. All right, so we want to get 33.6 there. And this is approximate. All right, so then we switch gears and we'll see about the others with the other law. So this is angle A. All right, and we want the next smallest one, which will be angle B. But now we have a pair. All right, so we switch to the law of sines. And we want the angle on this one, so we'll put angles on top. All right, so we have sine of 33.6 over 5 equals, and we're going to solve for B here. So it will be sine of B over 8. Multiply this way. So it's going to be 8 sine 33.6 divided by 5 will be sine of B. We're going to have that same situation where we have to do sine inverse, but I'll show you on your calculator how to save the whole value in your calculator. All right, so we're going to do, we'll clear, we're going to do 8 sine 33.6 close divided by 5. Enter. All right, now I'm going to hold that value. Okay, I'm not do anything else there. This is equal to, so I can write a little bit of it, but I'm going to leave it sitting there. This is sine of B. I don't want sine of B. I want B. So sine inverse of this decimal is going to be B. All right, on the calculator, if I go ahead and do second sine inverse, and this next thing is a nice trick. If I do second answer right down here, it will dump that decimal in without the rounding, close, enter, and you're not getting the round off error, right? So it's going to be 62.3 for B. And that looks like I didn't get the answer that they have. Okay, I'm not sure why. I don't see what I did wrong. All right, so I did sine 33.6. That's my pair. 8 times sine 33.6 divided by 5. equals the sine of b. And sine inverse of that answer, 62.3. I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm going to just go forward from here. All right, that is how to keep from getting round off error. And to get the third angle, we would work from 180 minus these two angles. So 180 minus 33.6 minus 62.3. That should be the third one. So 180 minus 33.6 minus 62.3, enter, 84.1. Two grades.